1241. Central Europe. King Bela of Hungary is leading the most powerful heavy cavalry on the planet. He's got the armor, the faith, and the divine right to win. His scouts are disappearing. His supply lines are being cut by ghosts. He sends 1,000 men to find the enemy. They never come back. He sends 2,000. They find only empty campsites with fires still burning. This wasn't a war. This was a system crash. You've been told the Mongols were a horde, a chaotic wave of screaming barbarians. That is a lie. They were the most sophisticated, decentralized network in human history. And today, we're looking at the source code. To build a network, you first have to destroy the old hardware. Before Genghis, the steppe was a mess of tribal firewalls. You only fought for your family. You only trusted your blood. Genghis performed a hard reset. He abolished tribal titles and implemented the decimal system. Asterisk the Arbin, 10 men, the basic unit. They weren't just soldiers. They were nodes. If one node failed, the system purged the rest. The Tummen, 10,000 men, the heavy processor. Most armies of this era were top-down. If the king died, the army stopped. The Mongols were peer-to-peer. Every Arbin knew the objective. If the Khan went silent, the network kept processing. Information is the only currency that matters in war. In 1200, a message moved as fast as a tired horse. But Genghis built the yam. This was the yam system. Over 1,500 stations. A messenger would ride $30 miles at a full gallop, screaming as he approached the station. A fresh horse would be prepped. He'd leap from one saddle to the other without his feet hitting the ground. They wore tight stomach wraps to stop their organs from collapsing under the vibration. They could travel 200 to 300 miles a day. For comparison, a standard army moved 15 miles a day. The Khan could ping a general in Poland from his throne in Mongolia and get a response before the month was out. It was the internet of horses, and the bandwidth was terrifying. How do you train a network to act as one mind? You play the most dangerous game in the world, the Nerj. Every winter, the army formed a line 80 miles wide. They would march inward for 3 months. They couldn't kill the animals, not yet. They just had to corral them. If a single squirrel escaped the circle, the officers were humiliated. They used flags by day, burning torches by night, and whistle arrows to communicate. This wasn't a hunt. It was a live fire simulation. By the time they faced humans, humans were easy. Humans don't run as fast as panicked wolves. Let's look at the network in action. Subutai, the Khan's greatest. Algorithm is facing the Hungarian knights at the Sajo River. The Europeans expect a frontal charge. Instead, Subutai splits the data. He sends one unit to the bridge to distract them. While the knights are focused on the front end, Subutai sends his main force to backdoor, the river. But there's a problem. The river is deep. The timing has to be perfect. Execute. This is what networked warfare looks like. It's not a battle. It's an envelopment. The Hungarians flee into a gap the Mongols left open. Pro tip: never take the easy exit a Mongol gives you. It's not an exit. It's a killing field. So, if the network was so perfect, why didn't it conquer the moon? Well, every network has a physical layer. In 1241, the Mongols were days away from invading Vienna. Europe was basically a free download. But then, the central hub Agadi Khan died in Mongolia. The protocol dictated that everyone had to return for a vote. The network timed out. By the time they were ready to come back, the connection was lost. The empire split into 4 sub-servers, and the unified Mongol network went offline forever. We like to think we're so advanced with our 5G and our instant messaging. But Genghis Khan proved that the logic of the network is eternal. Speed, decentralization, and merit-based nodes. The Mongols didn't just conquer the world with bows. They conquered it with logic. Thanks for watching this deep dive into the 13th century matrix. If you want more high-octane history, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Consider it your own personal YAM station for notifications. See you on the next battlefield.